welcome to the story of the season for Leyton Orient Football Club 2001-2002 with me, Andy Gilson,
and me, Matt Porter. The season began at Whaddon Road, the home of Cheltenham Town. 7 minutes into the second half, the O's took the lead. Richard Walker was adjudged to have fouled Chris Tate in the box. The arm coming across the O's striker's face. Matt Lockwood stepped up against Carl Muggleton. And although the Robins keeper saved his effort, the O's left-back was there to follow up. 12 minutes later, Cheltenham were level. Striker Jason White, just on as a substitute, caused havoc in the box. And his spectacular effort left Ashley Bayes grounded. Then, after a 0-0 home draw with Carlisle United, Crystal Palace came to Brisbane Road for the Worthington Cup.
Scott Oakes again. Well, a good call that from Minton. If Minton can get on the end of this, oh, a terrific goal! What about that from Jeff Minton? And here come Palace. This is Gray, left out, touched inside now. Mullins. Looking for the opening. Rihilati. Forward by Black. There's a chance in Morrison. He doesn't miss from there. Now a cross in there from Smith. Oh, there's a punch from the keeper. The keeper's out of position. And this could be 2-1. Yes, it is. What a blunder from Crystal Palace. This is Rihilati. That's a good ball through. A chance for Morrison for 2-2. It's got to be now. Black scores. Pressure really on here now. Some tired Orient legs out there as the ball comes in. It's off Morrison and it's in. Palace are in front. Just some gaps opening up now as this ball's played forward. Black can finish it here, and he has. It's 4-2. Palace are through.
Next up, the O's travelled to Bootham Crescent for a tough match with York City.
Nogan! 1-0. Where were the Orient defence? Nice move, but the defence has gone missing. Proctor, 2-0. Some schoolboy defending, and York 2 up. Hadland. Goff with a back heel. McLean pulls one back for the Londoners. It's 2-1.
Hartlepool United were next in town, but they were soon dispatched as the O's ran out winners.
And it comes. Free header! Iberi got there first. And right on the stroke of half-time, Orient take the lead. So Bayes clears. And there's a pass through here, mistake at the back. That could be curtains for Hartlepool. Game, set, match, Leyton Orient, Houghton the scorer.
The O's made the short trip to Roots Hall next for a local derby with Southend United. The kickoff was put back because of crowd congestion, but once the game was underway, Orient took full advantage. It was Scott Oakes who played the ball forward in just the second minute, and Leon Constantine, on loan from Millwall, grabbed his first goal for the club. Four minutes after the break, the Shrimpers were level. Their commanding centre-half Phil Whelan came up for the corner, and his powerful header beat Ashley Bayes. But the O's had the last laugh with 9 minutes to go. Scott Houghton swung in the free kick, and captain Dean Smith rose highest in the box to send the travelling fans into raptures.
Next up, a home match against Bristol Rovers.
So the free kick restarts. Ibrahim across. Morge thought about coming for that, but now it's Constantine. What a turn. He's done so well. Can he get a shooting opportunity? He can. It's a good shot and it's a goal. What an individual effort. Leon Constantine. And the Orient tails are up at the moment. Constantine, the goal scorer. It's done well. Oh, and what an opportunity for Minton! 2-0 to Leyton Orient. Plenty of men camped on the edge of the Orient box. Here's Cameron trying to turn. Cameron again to Thompson. And now, goal! Oh, what a goal! Minton to Houghton. 3 minutes of... Now here's Minton in the box, chips the ball across the penalty area, and it's 3-1. Neil Goff on the end of that.
Next up, Rushden and Diamonds.
And so Oakes. Was a free header. Oh, it's in there. Smith forward. Constantine. Nicely down straight for the Minton. And Minton on goal. Minton brought down, and Billy Turley is in terrible trouble here. So Tony Bennett will have to come on. And Brian Talbot with a dilemma here. 1-0 down. Penalty conceded. And he's going to have to make a sacrifice here. Well, it looks like Jean-Michel Seguier coming off.
Because he was having treatment when Orient scored their goal, wasn't he?
So Tony Bennett between the sticks against Scott Houghton. Well, if you say justice, it should be 2-0, of course, but with the world this week, who says there's justice? Yes, there is on this occasion. Houghton makes it 2-0. So Rushden's corner. Well, there's a chance there's a penalty. No argument with that. Really cannot argue with that. Smith certainly caught Richie Hangler, and we've had two very clear-cut penalties today now. It's all emanated from that mistake, of course, from Downer. So, Hangler scores it, he won't stop there. That was a firmly hit.
The following Tuesday, there was a long trip up to Darlington.
Well, a rattle mix up there by Harris. Conlon scores it. Darlington in front, right on the stroke of half-time. Just being pegged back here. That's nicely played by Heckingbottom. He's on the end of a 1-2. That's 2-0. Surely the points are going to Darlington now. He gets the return. Not the best of balls forward. Now Smith, what's he going to do? That's awkward for the keeper. Oh, it's a mistake. Now Harper. Can he finish it here? Yes, he can.
Another local derby followed as Luton Town, high-flying, came to Brisbane Road.
Ball played forward. Well, that's well took down there, and it's a great goal. Taylor's shot, low and hard. Now this is Valois. And still, a good try. Oh, that's a terrific goal! Second time in 4 days, Valois picks his spot. 2-0. Well, it's a corner. A Spring jogging back. Looks to have taken a knock, in fact. So, Luton's corner. There's a free header, and that's 3. That's the match save.
The O's had an immediate chance to make things better as the Gulls, Torquay United, swooped into town.
Right, sure, this is Fletcher. And that must be a goal! Leon Constantine makes it 1-0. And here comes Torquay. That's a chance, Roberto. Needs a good finish. And he's rolled it in there, Tony Roberto. Torquay get the equaliser, 42 minutes gone. And in swinger, well, it's not away yet. There's a run on this, and it's in there! A real mess, but Bordeaux puts the goals in front.
The out-of-touch O's then had a trip up to Mansfield.
Not a bad try, oh, wonderful goal, Williamson. Laid out wide again, room here for a cross. Deep one in there, there's Houghton, 1-1, and Orient a level. That's a nice 1-2. Ball across, there's Disley! Mansfield back in front. Where were the Orient defenders? There's some dire defending. Was that a trip? The game goes on. Certainly good appeals there for a penalty, but here come Mansfield again. It's a cross there. Poor defending, and Greenacre has really made Orient pay there. 3-1. Jones with a free kick. There's some poor marking, and the substitute Steve Watts claws Orient back into things.
The pressure was mounting on Tommy Taylor as Shrewsbury visited Brisbane Road. This defeat proved telling as he resigned the following day.
One turn, look at the gap there for Watts. And Watts can score. And Leyton Orient are in front. And Shrewsbury Town just went to sleep there. Now, what can Shrewsbury do here? Everybody back bar Minton for Orient. Over comes the corner. A lot of pushing and shoving. A good climb and a goal. Firm header there from Redmile. A lot of pushing and shoving going on prior to the corner. Oh, mistake by McGee now. Pressure on here. Ball squared in. It's a real chance. It's in there. It's 2-1. Rogers a scorer. So ball forward. Now, a bit of work to do here for Jones. Well, he's missed it. And there's a chance to finish things. And they have done. So Shrewsbury won't mind. 3-1 they lead. Here comes Rogers. Gets into the box. It's right across there. Could be finished here, and it has been. It's 4. Jagielka. And it's all too easy at the moment. Well, he never kept his feet. That's a good try. That's a good goal.
Following Taylor's resignation, Paul Brush and Martin Ling were installed as the new management team for their first game away at Dagenham and Redbridge in the LDV Vans Trophy. Dean Smith's header from a Jeff Minton corner put Orient ahead, and they looked set to cruise into the second round as Aaron McLean doubled the advantage, his second of the season, after Minton had pulled the ball back. But Steve Heffer had other ideas for the Daggers. With an hour gone, he made it 2-1. And then in the 5th minute of injury time, Heffer was on target again to send the match into extra time. The O's couldn't clear, and Heffer popped up in the box to smash the ball past Glenn Morris. The non-league side had their tails up, and with 102 minutes on the clock, Lee Goodwin completed the comeback as the corner came in and the O's defence stood like statues. Dagenham went through to the next round, but there was more joy for Paul Brush in his first league match in charge away at Swansea.
Another look at the watch by the referee as this ball comes in, knocked away again. There's a good shot. Oh, it's gone in from Minton and run it to death. Orient have taken the points.
So with the Dagenham disappointment behind them, the O's travelled up to Boothbury Park, the home of Hull City, for another Tuesday night trip up north.
Johnson's headed forward, chance for Alexander, and a beautiful goal by Hull City. The chance came from nothing. It'll be Jones with the free kick, in swinging, into the box, flicked on, off the post, away, and oh, it's in as an own goal. I think it went possibly off Whittle, possibly even off Alexander.
The matches weren't getting any easier for the O's new management team. Rochdale were top of Division 3 when they came to Brisbane Road.
Cross there from Joseph. And finally hooked clear from Evans. Now, Martin. Got across there, 2-0. Oh, it's a terrific goal! Chilks gathers. The throw out is a poor one. That's a good run now. Joseph gets it across there, and it's 2-0. Minton. Well, Martin. That's a good ball through now. Watts can be clean through here. Watts with a shot. Oh! A great finish from Steve Watts. Well, Orient trying to feed their way through. That's a good cross. Dennis out. Oh, what a terrific goal! What about that? It's 4-0. Oliver 2. Here's McCauley. It's parried down. Oh, and it's off the post and in. Well, the initial save from Barrett. Room now for Flitcroft. Can he get his crossing? He can. That's a good finish, and that's a really good goal. Well, we've had some lovely goals this afternoon. Townsend bags his second.
How quickly the fortunes of football change, but the O's were given a rude awakening at Scunthorpe.
With some dire defending, Torquay could be in here, and he is. Scunthorpe in front. Ball played wide. Now, can he get a crossing from here? Yes, he can. Little dummy there, Torquay for 2. No mistake from there from Steve Torquay. Well, that's beautiful skill from Hodges. And Hodges again. Oh, wonderful goal! Hodges taunts his former teammates, and that's 3-0. So Houghton there with a chance to pull one back here. Oh, he's missed it, but Minton's in there. It's 3-1. So Beager it in with his free kick. That's a good strike. Oh, it's 4-1.
The O's had chance to make immediate amends. Kidderminster were next in town.
Looks for the 1-2, and he's through here, Bennett. And that's a terrific goal. Well, it's a counter-attack. And Orient are made to pay there. Good work from Dean Bennett. Near post.
Here we go.
Minton. Needed the time, and he drills it in there. Minton picked his spot. So Kidderminster will have to throw.
Too much room, Andy.
Now sent out wide, room for a cross. Deep one comes in there. Good climb. There's a real chance here, and it's 2-1. ball forward. On a mistake there, and it could be 3, and it is 3! Henriksen in there, and surely now the points are going to Kidderminster.
There was a break in league action next as the O's visited Ashton Gate for an FA Cup tie with Bristol City. Steve Watts scored the only goal of the game as Andy Harris played a lovely ball over the top, and the O's number 9 a delightful chip. And that giant killing set Orient up perfectly for a home match with Oxford United.
So Billy Jones with 15 minutes gone with a chance now to set up a cross from this kick. Oh, a chance there, he's a goal! Steve Watts! And it's resulted in a chance for Watts. Plays it forward to Johnny Martin. Martin still for Orient, a shot! Yes! Johnny Martin! Scores his first goal for Leyton Orient! What a great goal! So Jones's cross comes in, and it's a goal! And there we are! 3-0 Leyton Orient, lovely!
The next stop on the Cup trail was a home tie with fellow Division 3 side Lincoln City. Jabbo Ivory's superb individual effort opened the scoring. A run and 20-yard curling shot was enough to win him the Goal of the Season award, as he took the plaudits from his teammates. Some would say he was carried away. The lead was doubled by Steve Watts, with Billy Jones, who played the ball down the left wing. Ivory held it up, and Jones was on hand to provide the cross for Watts to head in at the far post. Lincoln pulled one back late on, but it wasn't enough.
Next up, Macclesfield.
That should be the keepers. Oh no, Watts can nip in here against the run of play. The O's are ahead. It looks like it could be Jeff Smith. He's curled this one in. Oh, Barrett's been beaten at the near post. Macclesfield are level. Orient on the back foot. It's Lambert, he might try a shot. He has done. He's fallen to burn. And within the space of a minute, Macclesfield have gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up.
Next up, Lincoln City.
Who I'm sure prefer to be in the box. Does well, evades a chance. Cross comes over. Harris with a header. There's a goal! Great goal there by Leyton Orient by Wayne Gray. 8 minutes gone. And a first-class move. Billy Jones down below us. First time cross comes over. Watts! And a great goal by Steve Watts. And well, another well-worked goal by Orient. Smith plays it forward, and Canham does well to keep the ball in play. Cross comes over. Watts with a header, and it's 3-0. Steve Watts.
Jones with the corner for Orient then, swung in towards the near post. It's headed away. And out to Jones again, who puts it straight back in. Ivory will rise, punched away by the keeper. Watts might try a shot, blocked. Out to Canham, 25 yards. Oh, what a goal! A Christmas cracker from Scott Canham. His first of the season, and what a way to open your account.
Joseph, still Joseph for Orient. Oh, referee decides to let play go on this time. Apiri falls to Houghton. Tries a shot. A great goal by Scott Houghton. And he'll enjoy that one, and that is sheer persistence. The referee is over.
Next up, a Boxing Day beating for the O's at Bristol Rovers.
And how he gets the belated praise from the Blackthorn end. It was months before he was cheered at all, it seemed. Now this is Ellington. Ellington snap shot, and it's in! The back of the net for Nathan Ellington! Goal number 7 for the season! Surging run again from Ellington. Onward Pills to the left. Ellington has made it! 2-0 to Rovers! Delight on the home bench.
I was amazed. I don't mean any disrespect to Leyton Orient. I was surprised he actually ended up at Orient in the first place. I thought somebody a bit bigger may have come in for it.
This is the Stavyevs. Oh, he's made it 3 now! Orient throw. They've been stung, Leyton Orient here. Desperately trying to forge an opening. Martin shot. Good save, Howie. That's got to be a goal. And it finally goes in. Ellington goes left. Here is Ellington. 1 goal short of a hat-trick. Mesmerising skill as ever! And what a goal! Trout staying close. Is he close enough? The answer's no. That's 4-2.
Nice,
I think 5 might just make it safe, but it's been such a long time without a win. You know, anything can happen in this place at the moment in 2001. Hilliard's ball in. Will this be 5? Yes, it is! And the Dutchman is there this time. Well, it's yet another goal. What a game. Harris with the cross. It won't help Orient in terms of the end result, but it's a fine goal. 5-3 now.
Next up, Hartlepool.
Flicked on towards Watson! 3 minutes gone and the home side are ahead. Long ball forward, Gray will chase it. Williams out of his area, handball surely. And what will the referee do here? Hartlepool goalkeeper Anthony Williams clearly outside his area. And as Wayne Gray went for the lob, the hand came down on the ball. And Williams should see red. Well, he's got away with that one. And I think Orient will feel more than a touch aggrieved. Only half cleared. It's come out to Darryl Clark on the near side. Cuts back in onto the left foot. And towards the far post, Barrett hesitates. And it's Paul Smith in there to make it 2-0. Hartlepool have clear water. Orient, can they get back into this game as Billy Beale plays the ball forward? The ball bounces awkwardly. It falls in the box to Andy Harris. Oh, it's his first goal of his career. Andy Harris. He'd never scored before today. Well, he has done now. But will it mean anything for Orient? Smith will take this corner then. The clock ticking down. It's in there. A scramble, a real scramble. And Hartlepool have forced it home. And I think it was Mark Tinkler on the end of it. And that's good night, Orient.
That's a good run. Now, can he get a crossing from there? He can. Well, Smith's on the end of it. Oh, he's put it past his own keeper. Disaster for the third division side. Their skipper scores the opening goal of the afternoon. Now, long ball forward. Was that a foul? Yes, it was. So Orient's free kick foul on Gray there. Now Smith. Oh, that's not a bad try. A super goal. Kawaguchi left stranded, and Smith makes amends. It's 1-1. It's Watts. Oh, he's done it. Orient are in front for the first time in the afternoon, and the match turned on its head. Barrett then with the clearance. Well, this is Gray. He's wriggled past his marker. Gray. It's 3-1. Things going from bad to worse for Graham Ricks. His team are crashing out of the FA Cup. 3-1 now. Wayne Gray the scorer. Well, it's a free-for-all now. They've fallen apart. This is Minton. Minton. Eiston Christie has scored it. First match of the year for Christie. And he marks it with a wonderful fourth goal for Leyton Orient. And they are in dreamland.
Well, things went from the sublime to the ridiculous for the O's. After thrashing a first division team, they had their longest trip of the season. And what a nightmare it turned out to be. Those travelling fans' smiles were soon wiped off as Carlisle thrashed Orient 6-1. Ian Stevens opened the scoring after just 2 minutes. 5 minutes later it was 2. Carlisle outpacing the O's defence. Stevens on the left. And the ball in converted by Steve Soley. The third followed shortly after. Orient couldn't clear their lines and Johnny Allen played the ball through for Stevens to lob Barrett and make it 3-0. And there were just 17 minutes on the watch when Orient conceded a penalty. Dave McGee bundling over Richie Foran who was quickly up as soon as the referee had pointed to the spot. The replay shows that Foran's comeback was pretty miraculous. Nevertheless, he dusted himself off and converted from the spot. Just past the half-hour mark, Ian Stevens completed his hat-trick. Again, the Orient defence nowhere, and although Barrett parried Stevens' header, he followed up. 5-0 after just 32 minutes. Some pride was restored midway through the second half. Isden Christie flicking the ball into Wayne Gray's path, and the on-loan striker at least gave the travelling fans something to celebrate. But with 81 on the clock, Brendan McGill ran free on the left, and 6-1 was the horrific final score.
Well, Milton and Naylor standing over this one, midway inside the Orient half then. So Milton it is who hits it in there. It's right across. Well, it's worked its way across there. It's off the post. Must be in this time. And Jamie Victory has put Cheltenham in front here. Off the post. A real old scramble coming in there. Now it's played wide again. A lot of room here for the cross. Over it comes. It's Allsop. Oh, it's 2-0. Where were the Orient defence? Allsop in there. And surely the points now going to Cheltenham.
Almost 4,500 Orient fans made the long trip up to Goodison Park for the glamour clash with Everton in the FA Cup. Before the game, Kevin Campbell was presented with an award in recognition of his services for the O's whilst he was on loan there during the promotion season of 88-89. But once the match was underway, it was a modern-day maestro, Paul Gascoigne, who took over.
Gemmell plays it out wide again now then. Is there room for a cross? There is. It's McGee! Wonderful header, but in the wrong end as far as McGee's concerned. Own goal by the Orient defender. Gascoigne again. Well, a lucky bounce there, but Gascoigne set up Ferguson here for two. And Everton in control here. It's played out wide again. Well, McGee. Joseph. Played inside. Well, it's paid by the keeper and it's in. Orient are back in the match, and it's Scott Canham. Orient right back in this tie now. Well, the East London fans are going wild there. 4,000 of them have made the trip. Well, there's a deflected shot there from Minton. Simonson there, unable to gather, and Canham with the finish. Just catches from the other angle. Some neat interplay there involving three Orient players. There's the wicket deflection, and Canham on hand. Well, all eyes towards the referee now. Just seconds left of this first half. It's played out wide. Some beautiful skill there. It's a chance here. Oh, it's gone in. 3-1, and Campbell. Good run this from Gascoigne. He's shrugged off two challenges now. That's beautifully played, and it's 4. Well, an easy win in the end for Everton, but they had their scares when Canham scored. A hug there between Joseph and Campbell, former Arsenal youth teammates, of course, and Gascoigne. Well, that's the closest some of the Orient players have got to him this afternoon. A really brilliant one-man show.
The O's next opponents was not quite as glamorous, but it was an important match nevertheless away at Torquay.
Joseph has plenty of time to look for an option, and it's a ball into the middle. Russell heads it straight back in front of goal, and there's Cannon, and it's a great goal for Orient, and it comes from the mistake by Lee Russell. He headed it straight out to the midfielder. Brazier holds him up initially, double up on him now as Goodridge's cross comes in. There's Logan, and it's in, and it's 1-0, and Torquay have got themselves out of jail.
The O's tried to keep the home fires burning next as Swansea came to Brisbane Road.
Mumford then with the corner. Kusai with a header, and Swansea are in front, unchallenged. Cusack could rise. So Brazier then goes over there. It's off the line, and it's in this time from McGee. It looks like McGee's taken a knock too, but he was in there bravely. So Smith with the free kick. And it's up towards Watts. Was he caught there? But Watts with the overhead. Gray there has put Orient in front. 2-1. Well, there was a foul there, was there? No, said the referee. There's the overhead. And a header from Gray. Orient down to 10 men now. So a chance here to get the cross in. Now some slack play there from Orient. Over it comes, Mumford! 2-2.
The away day woes continued at Shrewsbury, where a single goal was enough to decide the game. It came from a corner, and unsurprisingly, it was hotshot Luke Rogers that provided the killer touch. And the next visitors to Brisbane Road were York City.
Well, it's a high one. Well, it's right across there and it's in. York City are in front. Terrible marking from the Orient defence, but Duffield makes them pay. McLean. Hadlam. Still Hadlam, might fancy his chances. What a great goal! Hadlam pulls Orient back from the brink. A sensational strike. Hutchins, Hutchins! That's a goal! And Hutchins' mistake puts Orient behind.
The O's followed this up with their first trip to League New Boys, Rushden and Diamonds.
Good crossing, looking for Low gets the shot in. Good challenge, strong challenge by Dean Smith. The danger isn't cleared just yet. It's still in the area just outside now. Richie Hanlon to Paul Underwood. Underwood into Burgess. Burgess, nice ball. Split the defence there to Underwood on this left-hand side. Gets the cross in, looking for an Andy Lower. Low climbs, comes back to Paul Hall, Douglas, and it's there. Wardley scores.
Stuart Wardley. So Lockwood with a ball across there. There must be a chance here for Canham. Scott Canham puts Orient in front here. That ball played forward by Lockwood towards Christie. A lot of room here for Christie. Pulls it across. Canham! That's his second, and Orient second. Good play between Christie and Canham there. So Hosley's corner. Well, it's knocked away by Smith. Houghton. And still Houghton. Redfern. That's not a bad try. The keeper flat-footed, and Halifax right back in it. Not the best of clearances now then. Away again, Minton. Well, this is Christie. And still Christie. And still Christie, a wonderful goal! Oh, that's a wonderful goal from Christie. One to remember there.
And on the back of that morale-boosting win, the O's made the short trip to Luton. Chris Coyne slammed the home side in front, getting on the end of Matt Spring's free kick. And Dean Crowe made it 2. 3 minutes after the break, the O's couldn't clear. And Crowe skipped around Dave McGee before beating Barrett all ends up. The third goal killed off Orient. Jean-Louis Valois with the corner. Paul Hughes put the ball back in. And the finish fell to Adrian Forbes. The O's followed that up, though, with another home game, this time against Macclesfield.
That's a good ball forward from McGee. Christie. And Christie's got it in there. Orient are in front. Question marks against the keeper. But a good finish from Christie. So throw then. High ball in there from Harris. The keeper's flapping at that one. Miscue from Christie. Surely that was handball there. Looked like handball, but no, the goal's been disallowed. Well, the referee's disallowed the goal. This is strange. And he's going to give the penalty. Well, there was a handball by Whittaker. And the referee, Mr. Beebe, has called Whittaker over. And that's the red card. So Orient's penalty. Lockwood makes it 2-0.
The rearranged games were coming thick and fast. A derby duel as Southend visited Brisbane Road.
High one in there. Well, it's not away yet. There's a chance. It's Topert in there. And Kevin Nugent draws first blood in this derby. Now, ball played out towards Christie. And still. Oh, he's jimped inside here, Christie. Outside of the boot and in there! Rolled inside. Offside? No, not offside. It's a wonderful goal! Orient far too casual. And Brian Barry Murphy curls one in there.
The long trip down to the runaway league leaders Plymouth started badly. There were question marks over the offside flag as Ian Stonebridge ran on to finish from Graham Coughlin's ball. Just 6 minutes on the clock. But the O's battled gamely, and it took Plymouth until the 78th minute to double their lead. Paul Watton's corner, and at the far post, Coughlin was on hand to make the point safe. Plymouth grabbed an undeserved third 9 minutes from time. Watton again the set-piece specialist. Dean Smith knocked the ball down and Michael Evans lashed it home. Playoff chasing Mansfield were next in town, but the Stags were sent packing.
Abhiri now for Orient. Martin with a cross, far post. Hutchins! Yo! Cole Hutchins! What a great move by Orient! And well, what can you say about that? McLean turns his marker. Martin for Orient! Put it away! Johnny Martin! Leyton Orient 2, Mansfield Town 0. And what a great goal! And that seals a fine performance by John Martin tonight.
Well, next up, Orient were at Spotlands for a trip to promotion chasing Rochdale. And after just 5 minutes, Lee Machiavelli put the home side in front. With a fine shot and finish. Wayne Evans then put in a cross for Paul Simpson to finish. 2-0 to the Dale. Things went from bad to worse with just 8 minutes left on the clock. Kevin Townsend found space to lash home Matt Doughty's cross. 3-0 to Rochdale.
The O's had back-to-back away games. Their first visit to Oxford United's impressive new Kassam Stadium followed, and that elusive away victory looked possible. Matt Lockwood swung in the corner, which Andy Woodman could only half clear, and defender Dave McGee scored his second of the season to put the O's ahead. On a second look, Woodman would have to be disappointed with his save, but McGee got the right height on his shot, and the O's large travelling band of supporters thought they'd be seeing an away win. But Oxford had other ideas, and they got their reward late on. Andy Scott inside the box. 1-1 the final score. The final home game of the season saw the O's parade their new strip. Exeter City were the visitors.
Across Dennis, a free header too, and it's in the back of the net. Flack the scorer. Dreadful marking from Orient. Sandy Harris across the path. This is some nice passing here from Orient as they put it out wide, picked up by Newton. Newton with the cross. Newton again. Goes for the 1-2, Newton, and he's scored. Orient's reply immediate.
The season ended on a high note. There were just 7 minutes on the clock at Agborough when Dean Smith headed home Matt Lockwood's free kick to give Orient their first away win in 6 months and send the fans home for the summer with smiles on their faces.
Well, that's it for this season. Almost 150 goals in 9 months. Our advice to you, remember the highs and try and forget the lows. For now, though, it's goodbye.